Hi guys, welcome to Fields, the 5v5 default map. We're playing as 4v4 and I am playing as the USA, and I have Handzy, Dandy and Potato on my team, up against Boogeyman, Boogie Wargame, Raptor, brigham and bobarducci. So it's basically Australia versus USA or Australia versus rappack. Fortunately though, the teams aren't too balanced, probably skewed towards us. I don't get to play with Handzy too often, so every time we play versus USA or something, we really want to be on each other's team, so we don't get to do it much often. So unfortunately it's not too balanced, but anyway, we're going to play on the right side. I've bought a lot of single M1 Garands, as you do as the USA team, and just spamming those M1 Garands just to get the majority of fire on there. So this game turned out to be an interesting one, and it's probably going to show you ways to avoid, I suppose, the enemy in winter fight, and on timings basically. So this is on direct IP, guys, again, so it is a rather smooth game. And I'm the host, by the way, so we do have a slight advantage. Most of the time the USA people do host though, mind you, and I am, so for once I am hosting, but it is direct IP, so it won't be too bad. We're going down around here, so I've built only a few sandbags because I want most of the guys to fire. Usually your players should have been to this point already, especially because this flag is further away from me than to the German spawn. It should have been into the German hands. So coming down here, trying to get a few grenades off, just checking who I'm fighting. So it's Raptor there. Depends who I'm fighting, I'll play differently. As I'm thinking maybe I can try push towards spawn now. Raptor being the least experienced, he is definitely a famous YouTuber, much more famous than myself. But least experience in Men of War in terms of competitive play, so I can tell it's going to be quite static. So this is mainly probably 95% plus of the Men of War community play like this. So you can quite easily defend with a few MGs and a few guys behind areas, and they probably won't even move, or if they move very slowly. They can respond very quick. So now I'm just deciding to change my entire game focus to help my allies in the center where I can. So selecting the forces I can, leaving the MG behind for the defense, and waiting on that 30 cal. I've seen the question a number of times in the forums where people say, what do I spend my special points on? Basically, the way the game is now, you can play 4v4 max, and because that's the case, any 4v4 and under maps, you should really spend all your special points early and on infantry straight away. So such as the 30 cal squad, buy it straight away. Next one, buy a marine. Next one, buy a 30 cal. Then maybe a croc or 105. So at the start, definitely spend on infantry. If you save it on big things like on the worst case scenario, Sturm Tiger or super pershing, you're pretty much in dire straits. You'll be pushed to spawn basically versus a good player. If you play at the higher tier though, but in lower tier, if you play versus players that just camp to spawn, I'm sure, yes, banking with super pershing won't do much at all. So coming down here, I'm going to try to pressure the enemy. So this is just an example on what you can do. You have to really so I've got the flag on the right, which is closer to their spawn, and I'm not going to bother even defending it much. I'm going to focus my attention now. This is a strategic choice for the entire game now, to focus my attention to help my allies. Here, just doing some fancy micro here. See my tutorial, just dodging a grenade there. Saw the grenade coming, and just going to probably try dodge it again. I know it's not probably the most useful way to use the micro right now, but I'm just going to try be annoying to the enemy. And unfortunately there, it didn't move down there when I told it to. Sometimes it's a bit strange with Windows. When you click to move to a certain window, it doesn't want to move there for some reason. It moves to the same one basically, so you have to try again. But no second chances in that instance. So coming down here with the 30 cal squad, see if I can punch a hole in there. See, maybe they don't have guys over there, but I know there's a 37 out there, so I can't push too far. So I'm going to do a bit of damage here, help my allies slow the enemy down to the center, so my center guy has room to breathe. And I'm thinking the flak 37 will probably come now, so I'm going to try assault on the right. Maybe I can punch a hole through down here and cause a bit of capping in my favour. See how it goes. So you see my allies went M20 at the start. Firstly here, my full 30 cal squad got killed by MG42. It's really nasty, the MG42, isn't it? For some reason, even though I was ambushing him from behind, it pretty much killed me first. I found that a bit strange and annoying, but you see the banking tactics we're doing here. Basically, handzy, dandy went at M20. Now I went a Sherman. I banked for the Sherman because I had enough infantry on the field, and I don't want to bank for a Stuart in this case because in this map here it's going to be obsolete quite quick because the Stuart doesn't have any buildings or hills to hide behind, and also versus the Germans you're going to be counted quickly with the P3 at 320 and the Stuart's 300. And the Sherman costs 440, so I had to wait an extra 140 MP to get it, which isn't too bad, and it has sticking power, because I'm thinking maybe they might have a G as well. So encounter things on the field, so that still would have been fine now too, but I'm expecting a G very shortly, and maybe later on an H, so it still has some fighting power. As you can see, just focus my entire attention off the right flag, because I know that my enemy won't attack, and if he attacks, he'll attack very slowly. And that's what you should do. Most pub games are like this, really. You don't have to really even fight on your flag for pretty much most of the players. So if you want to play like that, you can have an opportunity to flank this. G versus Sherman, pretty 50-50, but Sherman has a better... I've got the building as well, so I can angle my side front too. And I have a better chance because of the angle too. I can angle it better than he can. And I can kill it. So I've got a lucky track there. I'm going to keep fighting it because I know I've got the angle and I've got my side front exposed, so I've got a better chance of surviving it. And I can penetrate, even though it says red, it does penetrate it. It may be a bit harder, but it will eventually. And I hit it in the middle there because there's more chance of it going to the turret or the bottom, otherwise it will just go top. So Sherman was a good buy there. Definitely what was needed for the team bank. As you can see, in 4v4s you do bank for these things. In 2v2s, 1 versus 1s, banking is suicide, but not in a team game. So I'm totally ignoring my flag here. Especially in the enemy there. 1 MG and a few infantry behind cover should be able to... You can see how different it is from another person's perspective when playing. If you watch other people's Let's Plays, this is the problem being slow and attacking or not helping your teammates, is the amount of damage I'm doing on the other player by ganging him is a lot, and the other guys are sitting there not making efficient use. Efficiency is so important. You get that, get the reason why from this, because you can see I'm spending probably 95% of my game time in the middle where I'm avoiding my player on my right hand side without him even damaging me. So Raptor's picking away my units with a sniper. They're very slow, but I don't really care about that. There's just a few riflemen here and there. My focus now is to try turret the H in a 1v1. Only chance now, I can't really back away on this map because it's fields. It's very, very open. I'm going to try to get my luck in the turret. So unfortunately, bit of a risk, but I couldn't really do too much on that one. So sending a Marine, I should have sent the Marines actually earlier. I'll wait for a croc actually, because I wasn't sure if I won't have enough CP, and I probably don't. Yep, I don't have enough CP for Marines if I got the croc. So with the croc here, standard buy for USA, definitely. But is the H is on the field too, which can counter the croc, but I'm quite secure with the croc if I know where the H is. Before I didn't know the H was there, that's why. I can quite easily run away from the H if need to be, or flank the H. I was trying to flank the H with my teammates too, so not a sure bet the H to kill a croc in my opinion. So this is probably my enemy here, because I haven't been there for a while. Just going to try check what's there, see if he's coming. I don't want to totally leave it devoid, but now I see nothing's coming again. I'm going to try to sweep my forces back to the center and try to flank that H there and do some damage with the croc. Coming straight down here, going to try to take it to flak and stop it. Oh, I saw that juicy target right there. I'm going to try to flame all those guys quickly. and take out that 223 coming down to flank the center. So it's pretty much 2 versus 1 in the center, or maybe 3 versus 1 in the center. And I think there's 2 guys in our center, 2 guys in their center, and sorry, there's 3 guys in our center with me there. So ganging when the opportunity is right here, just totally avoiding the center. Mind you, they're not horrible players. These are probably the better players in the USA right now. Haven't met very many good USA players other than Raving to be honest, and probably Madan when he used to play on Michael B. But haven't met any new crowds. If you know anyone in the USA, let me know. But here's a H here. I've got tracks. I'm pretty in dire straits. The only chance I have is to turret and main gun it, which I'm going to try to do now. I think I get lucky. It's the first one. Another short bat there. Bounced on mine too. Gonna try it and take it out. So he's known for his raging. He's probably swearing on his microphone now, and I don't blame him there. I tracked him as well. So he can be tracked right now. I'm just telling my opponents he can be flanked. If someone has a croc on the field there, they can most likely flank that guy. So guessing where he is. So Raptor has finally moved on a position here, but it's not in force here. I can quite easily push it out, I think. So just coming up, throwing where I think the guy is. Not much luck there. I don't have cover, so I'm going to move behind this stone wall there to try take it out. And I knew another infantry squad's coming on its back, so I should be able to push him out with marine squads with the supreme weight of the fire, as you can see soon, and they'll be pushed out in no time. So croc being repaired in center. I'll try to get that target. Sniper got flame there. Not sure why he left it so out in the open. Take out his 222. Get back to the business repairing and back to taking my flag point now, which is really not a hassle because the force of the attack was so small. I find a lot of players, I guess new players or average players, they just they attack with such small force with one guy sneaking to cap the flag. Sometimes when I've got nothing there but just infantry, it needs a bit of combined arms, I think, on the right hand side. So really the dominance in the center is showing. As you can see, we're pushing back to all the way to their middle spawn flag and their left spawn flag because of the additional help that I was providing in the center. Definitely always help your teammates when you can. If you can pick the right moments to do that, it's pretty much GG. What can you do 3 versus 2? There's nothing you can do. Even if I was on the other side, or if one of the best players out there is on the other side, they couldn't change the outcome at all. See, bobarducci flank there. That matter. Pushing up the clock to a position where I can flank these guys, but I think they're already being destroyed. So I'm going to use this block here for a bit of cover for guys, because they spawn around here, and I can probably use it for cover if I camp around here. Help support that center push. Now that they've been pulled out, these guys behind the buildings here will slow down Raptor enough to allow me to defend. But I can see a looks down coming up, so I bought oh no, sorry, that's not a looks. You can see that. And here is a bit annoying. I couldn't DC quick enough for some reason, and that 80 bazooka, I could have got a martyr kill plus change, unfortunately. Damn him. I've got the ranger squad yet again because I'm pushed behind lines. I can probably punch a hole somewhere and do some big damage with my reclose rifles, I'm hoping. And I'm punching away here.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Should be able to outshoot everybody. Pin them down.
Yes, sir.
As the light here, 223. I'm going to put my recallers to focus on the 223 over there.
Got it, sir. Yes, sir.
And there's the looks finally. So I see the looks with the infantry. Bought a Sherman, then bought a half track. Perfect counter. Half track is going to the right flag to prevent the assault squads and slaughter them, while the Sherman's going straight at that looks to destroy it. And their attack will be dead in its tracks basically. So I'll stay back enough to avoid any sort of 80 gun ambush he has in the backfield. See, I don't really need to focus much micro there, as you can see. I just sent those two guys. Priority now is over here. Now it's coming. The assault squad's coming down there, but my half-track's going to intercept them. And at the same time here, my Sherman's going to engage that looks and destroy it. So I don't need to micro too much. Looking elsewhere. Focus on an area where I can. So the Sherman has taken out the looks by itself, and the half-track has killed and prevented that assault squad on the right-hand side. Let's see where you don't need to micro sometimes if you know what to counter easy. And really, I've spent maybe 5% of my game or less on guarding my right-hand side from attacks. So minimum micro needed to guard those points. As I said, the teams weren't that balanced. It was basically USA versus Australia. Not the best Australian players on this game. Only me and Handzy are probably the better ones, but missing Greek here. But let's say Boogeyman and Brigham are good players. Can't wait to see them in the next tournament. That's a taste to come, USA guys. Bring it on. Just waiting on the bloody patch here from DMS to allow spectating, so I can cast the games. And obviously all the fixes to performance. Very sad the state Men of War Assault Squad 2 is because of the bad coding or release. Really released it way too slow. So anyway, that's a good game. Just thought I'd show you that to show you how to avoid the player, and pretty much how to play and help your teammates in most pub games, because that's what most players will do, and helping your teammates.